Hey, Scruffy. I'm 40 minutes earlier than yesterday. So I saw Scruffy at the door about 20 minutes ago. So yeah, he's used to me feeding him early. Today it kind of worked out, and I was really busy. I was actually thinking about going out for a run earlier, but I guess I'll do it after and feed Scruffy. Yeah, looks like Scruffy's ready to eat. Okay. Let's see, we get the food on the table. Scruffy has very quiet meows tonight. Put the glove on. And so yeah, the weather is actually really nice today. It's actually supposed to be hotter, but yeah, it didn't really change much from yesterday. So the next 3 days are supposed to still be hotter, but it looks like the forecast has been revised, so they're going to be hotter, but the temperatures are lower than they originally predicted. So the next 3 days, maybe they're going to be maybe hot, but kind of the nice hot or tolerable hot. And I'm thinking it might be the last heat wave we get for the year, because yeah, we're starting to get kind of late in the season. There could still be a couple more in the weeks to come, but since yeah, this one looks like it's already not fully materializing as hot as they were predicting, summer might finally be waning. So it's the final summer rally, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm glad it's not going to be ridiculously hot. But one of those days will be the day I'm driving to the wedding. So yeah, that's a purr, a chirpy one. So I'm hoping the weather won't be too bad. I don't want my car to overheat or break down or so yeah, I had a busy day today. I actually didn't have a chance to do anything related to my trip. I had other things to do. So I talked about the refrigerator repair and the credit card warranty. So I followed up with the service repairman who came last time, and as I said, the company itself was going through official channels is very unhelpful, so I had to call him directly. And fortunately, he's really nice, and yeah, he's trying to help me. So yesterday he told me file a new service request, call him back, give him the number, he'll intercept it, and then using that, he'll use that opportunity to basically write up a new service inventory, and he'll include the diagnosis and the notes if he can. So the big question mark was if you could do it, because the software's not set up to write a diagnosis. So he actually had to get help from another tech, I guess, who's done it before. And they told him, okay, try writing it in the notes. You don't get a lot of space, but maybe that'll be enough. So this afternoon he sent me the new invoice with the notes, with the diagnosis, and so then I forwarded it to the credit card company with an additional note telling them how hard this was to get. And begging for leniency, hoping that this is enough, because I don't think I can get them to do much more than this. In fact, I don't think I can get them to do anything more than this. So I'm actually a little stressed. I think all in all, this should work, but I don't know. Just, things never seem to go right or easy. And so then there was another unrelated thing I needed to talk to a tech or a customer service rep about. This is completely unrelated; it has nothing to do with anything we've been talking about. But it has to do with verifying paperwork and who I am, and proving who I am, and having documentation to prove who I am. And they're being real jerks about it, and the whole system is being just a pain in the butt. And anyway, so we've been going back and forth trying to, on this one particular issue. So I finally called them because I was sick of the email back and forth because it was taking so long. And I got one of the rudest customer service reps I've ever had to deal with. Rude in the sense that, this person was like checked out. This person was like, yeah, I'm done with you. Even before we started, I'm done with this. Yeah, I think this person was based in India. The accent and the bad connection and background noise. So anyway, this person. So I was trying to explain my problem, and basically, this person kept interrupting, saying I was interrupting her, and let me speak. And so I'd stop, let her speak, and then basically she wasn't addressing my issue, and that's why I was trying to tell her what my issue was. And anyway, finally we made some progress, and sounds like there's a chance that there's a way we can work this out. But she can't actually do anything for me, so I have to go back through the email system and basically restate everything that we had just discussed on the phone, hoping that the person who handles my case on the email sees it the same way she does, and will give the stamp of approval and shove the thing through. Now I'm stressed. I think I'm actually having a good day, but I'm really stressed. I'm not feeling it. I think feel like I'm having a bad day, even though I'm probably having an okay day. So one of the okay things that I should be happy about, but I don't know, for some reason I'm not feeling it, is I put on a short-term trade in the market a few days ago. So I had an inkling that the market was oversold and was due for a bounce, and I had some technical indicators I was looking at that were also telling me that there's a good chance we're going to have a bounce. And I learned a few tricks a little while ago, and so I thought I'd finally try to apply some of these tricks, see if I can make a small profit with minimal risk. So there are actually a couple different strategies. The first strategy I learned was, so one of the things I learned a little while ago was how to sell a put to buy a stock at a more favorable price and get paid for doing it. I wish I'd known that all my life. Get paid for something that you're going to buy anyway. So anyway, because things were oversold, or I felt that were oversold, I felt that it was a good chance to buy the dip. I don't know, Scruffy's meowing and grabbing my glove. Fortunately, he's using his claws. So, you ready for food, Scruffy? Okay. Let's finish this up and we'll get you your food. Okay, I'm going to put the food down on the mat, like I always do. So anyway, so one technique I learned was, I should even back up. Technique I tried a few months ago. It was a new technique I learned also. So after a really strong big dip that you want to buy, you sell the put. So in my case, I wanted to buy a stock at $35. So normally you'd sell a put at $35, or if you want to buy it there, but there's a chance that the stock will bounce and your put will expire before it expire too late, so you don't actually get the stock. You'll get the money and you actually earn a nice premium. But if you actually want the stock, one trick you can do is you can sell put deeper in the money. So I could sell, so I could sell a put at 40, and if the stock is at 35, you're actually overpaying for the stock. But the way it works is you basically get that money back when you sell the put. So you get basically, so you're not losing anything. So you get that money, plus you get an extra premium for selling the put. The only risk is if the stock bounces really strong, then you still don't own the stock, and that's actually what happened to me last time. So I, sold a put for 35 or 40 when it was at 35, and then it rebounded really hard and went up to 45 or something like that. So I made roughly $500 on that spread, plus an extra, I don't know, what was it, probably $100, $200 for the time premium. So actually, I did pretty well on that, but I actually want the stock because I think the stock can go much, much higher. Well, this time the stock came down again in this most recent dip, though it didn't come as low. So this is the second trick I learned. And so the second trick I learned was if you want to sell, if you want to sell a put, but you don't want to overpay, but you're worried about the stock getting away from you, you can basically sell a put. So in this case, the stock was at 36, or it's a little under 36. I sold a put at 35 because I wanted to buy it at 35 this time. The numbers are actually not right, actually. I think this time the numbers actually, it was at 40. It was back at 40. So I didn't really, going back with the 35 number. So anyway, at 35, I basically sell the put. But if I'm worried about it getting away from me again, this time buy a call with the money that I made from the put. So basically, buy a put at 35, and then buy either a call at 35, or if I want to keep some of the premium. Actually, it's a little more nuanced. It actually hadn't reached 35 yet. It was like 35 and some change. And I didn't want to buy it until it was 35. So I sold the put, made a little bit of money, and then I took that money and I sold a call at 36. So the idea was, if the stock bounced really quickly, I could use the call and I could own the stock or take the profits. But if the stock continued to go lower, I don't pay anything until it actually goes under 35. So if it hovers in that 35 to 36 range, I walk away with no risk. Basically, it's a big nothing burger. So anyway, what happened was, yeah, I did this, and the stock bounced and took off, and basically, yeah, I own the stock now. So I think it made it up to 30, 38, 39. So I'm happy with that. um, and then I can set a stop loss at about 36. So if it does fall back under, I can sell the stock, and then I can try to buy it back again at 35, so I don't lose anything. So anyway, let's see, today, I didn't see Scruffy this morning, and then when I came out, still didn't see him, walked around, and then I waited a little longer this time, and I was focusing the camera off the deck where he's been coming the past couple days, and I finally captured him coming out from under the deck, and he appeared. And so I continued to film him, and it looked like this time he was thirsty. So he waited. He didn't wait for me to go away. He walked up steps. He walked against the wall, so he was trying to keep as much distance as he could away from me. But yeah, he wanted the water today. So as he was approaching the water bowl, I decided I was going to try walking towards the door again, which meant I had to get closer, but I stayed as far as I could, and he mostly held his ground, and yeah, he drank the water. So the second trick I learned with the puts is if you're going to be a little more aggressive, you can sell a put that's slightly in the money and then buy 2 calls that are slightly out of the money. So if I go back to 35 numbers, so say the stock is actually a little bit under 35, I sell a put, gives me a little extra cash, and then I turn around and use that money to buy two times the number of calls. So at 36. So basically, if the stock continues to fall, I buy it at 35, which was I was willing to buy anyway. But if it happens to bounce and shoot up before the thing expires, I actually have 2 call options at 36. And basically, if it rebounds, I actually start making twice the amount of money if it happens to rebound earlier. And so I tried doing that also on a different stock, and so far that seems to be working. I haven't cashed that one with profits yet. I'm thinking I'm going to cash in one of the call options, take the profits immediately, and then since I actually wanted to buy the stock, I don't know what the ball is. Since I wanted to buy the stock, I'll keep the other call option, turn it into stock. So that's kind of a nifty trick. And then the third one was just because I thought the market was due for a bounce and had some technical indicators. There was a stock I was looking at. I actually got called away. So a month or two ago, the market was in a bad place. I made a caller, and then that stock had a massive rally, and it just gapped up overnight. And when it opened, it was way past my caller, and it was for me. I didn't think it was worth losing money to keep the stock. I just sell it, and I made a small profit, better than losing money. But I figured the stock would eventually come back down because such an explosive move I don't think was sustainable in the current market climate. So it finally came back down. So I was going to think about selling a put on it again. But since I thought the market was due for bounce, I just decided to just buy a very short-term call option, sort of use it as a stop loss. for buying the stock, because I thought the market's still in a kind of a bad place in my opinion. So I'm not doing any really long-term stuff. So I bought the call option, and I actually cashed that in today. It actually bounced really hard, so I made a small little profit on that. So I'm happy about that. So you should be happy, but for some reason I'm really stressed. So anyway, guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.